No truer words.
I can't even be mad at him. I can't even be mad at him about that.
No truer words were spoken.
Okay, now that I've explained everything that happened.
Yes.
Go ahead. Your thoughts. Dad, go.
Kofi got screwed. Plain and simple. This is a guy that's been working for you for how many years?
11 years.
Okay.
As Biggie has been very clear, 11 years.
Okay. And has not basically come to renegotiate for anything. Been a true hardworking employee, and you screw him over by this?
Yeah, I never had to get this audio yet. There's a video up on YouTube that people should go out and find. I didn't get to put the audio up. I was in the middle of things. And it's the New Day talking to Kofi and pretty much saying, let's just quit. Let's quit. Every time we crash in the glass ceiling, they put in the glass ceiling ahead of you. Let's just quit. And Kofi calms them down and said, no, Vince wins then. If we quit, Vince wins. Sal, your thoughts?
I mean, I see what they're doing, but I'm over the left and right screw jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like, it's getting exhausting. I don't want to sound like the boss, but it's getting exhausting.
It's weird.
Okay.
I understand what they're doing, and I know we're going to end up with the match. We're going to get Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston no matter what happened at the end of all this. But why couldn't that just be the night? To let him celebrate, and then we have 2 weeks to set the match up. Like, come on.
So
Right.
Then, if everything holds true to the storyline, then Kofi's not going to get a shot to go to WrestleMania against Daniel.
Oh my God, the crowd is pissed.
But if that's the way the storyline goes, then who do you have in his opponent to face Daniel Bryan?
I don't know. That's the problem. There is nobody else. Kofi is the guy. That's the problem.
You can't. There is nobody because you can't set it up in the next 2 weeks.
Exactly. They've been
You just
setting this
can't.
up for months now. You can't not do this.
Well,
now.
here's the thing. When Daniel said that he doesn't deserve to have a championship match and everything else, I would think that if you're going to play the storyline through the way it is, that you find another opponent for Daniel, and basically Kofi screws Daniel, and he loses the belt.
That ain't going to happen because everyone wants Kofi to win the belt.
I understand
Everyone
it.
wants Kofi to win the belt.
I understand it.
Well, like I said, we got 2 weeks. And by Mania, hopefully by our Mania show, this match is official. And we can put all this behind us and we just enjoy a good Kofi Kingston Daniel Bryan match.
Oh, there you go.
You know?
Hopefully.
All right. One more thing. I want the cover here. And this is such a big deal. I have a paper.
You have paper?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead.
I have a printout. By the way, did you know this is the Raw theme song?
Really?
This is the theme song for Raw. I had no clue until Saturday.
Neither did I.
This is the what?
This is the Raw theme song.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the Papa Roach Board for Greatness.
Okay.
I had no clue this was the Raw theme song until Saturday night. Why I say Saturday night? I went to the WWE house show on Saturday. It was CJ's first house show. And I'd love to say glowing things about this show. But I can't. I'd love to, but I can't.
Okay, can you say at least one good thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Father Four is fantastic for wrestling. Fantastic venue for wrestling.
All right.
Not a bad place in the house to sit. We had good seats. The opening, the first couple of matches were really good. The crowd was pretty good. I did have some issues with how WWE did things. So I decided to make a little paper here. And you guys can comment along as I go and maybe give a counterpoint to my thoughts here. To how I think they should fix WWE house shows. By the way, you see the paper, actually, a paper in my hand.
So, can we?
Oh my goodness, that's a
have
lot.
The title to our episode is Blake Rants.
Oh, I'm going to explain my point of view. I have 5 points I would like to make here.
Okay.
First of all, the show started at 7:30.
Got it.
7:30.
Yes.
On a Saturday night, which is not a bad thing if this is an NXT show. This is a WWE house show with kids, and I understand it's a Saturday. I get it, but it's still school year, and it's still the school year. Kids are in school mode. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of kids were getting very, very sleepy in the middle of this show. So,
yeah.
My first point, let me start the show earlier and make it a 2.5 hour show. I don't understand why this show was over 3 hours. I have no idea why.
Intermission?
Even then.
3 hours? Wow.
The show was longer than Raw.
Oh my god. That's bad.
I wrote it down. I put notes. The reason I have so many notes is I typed this on Sunday, so it was all fresh in my mind, so I didn't forget anything I wanted to say. The show started at 7:30. The intermission was at 9:30.
So, 2 hours into this card,
there was an intermission.
You do
finally.
an intermission.
And Braun and Baron Corbin was the main event, and they didn't start till after 10.
So, you have intermission for 2 hours, after 2 hours.
Right. And then we have 3 matches after the intermission.
Okay, and intermission lasts, what, 20 minutes?
15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
But that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I wrote it down here. I'll say it the way I said it. Show should start at 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock. If there's a road issue, I understand, because they were coming from Edmonton. By the way, they're coming from Edmonton to Milwaukee. Figure that one out. But it should start at 7 or 6. This isn't a TV taping. There's no reason the show should start so late. And even then, if it was SmackDown, the show would start at 7 and at 9. I mean, like, there's no reason why this show could go so long and so late. I don't get it.
Okay.
At any level. That's number one. Now, Sal, I said it to you during Raw. I am still very mad at the Revival right now. Mad at the Revival. Very mad at Rudy Gable right now. If I said to you that they had a 45-minute match at a house show, what would your reaction be?
Why?
Dad, your reaction to that one?
Let's see. 40 minutes for something that basically should have been
20 max.
Yeah.
Max 20 minutes. That's what I wrote down.
Okay,
20 minutes is fine.
Then let's put it this way. That means that they would have to stretch out the match and do what? Stuff that
I can honestly
is
tell
boring?
you. I can tell you, I don't remember the first 20 minutes of this match.
Oh, that's in
because
there.
CJ was getting so bored that he was like becoming uncontrollable because it's 8:30 at this point, and he's getting uncontrollable, and he's like, just get to the finish, I'm running it out. He's yelling. He's literally yelling. He's like, I know the Revival is going to win because it isn't the finisher and get out of here, please. Please. Because he kept yelling for the shatter machine.
Okay,
for 20 minutes, he's yelling for the shatter machine.
So, were there people in the audience that were chanting, "This is boring"? Or
People were leaving.
Boring?
People were leaving.
Wait a
People were legitimately
okay,
leaving.
so you pay money to come to watch the match.
Kids
Then-
were antsy. The problem is, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Correct.
Kids are antsy. They have no attention span.
Well-
So the kids are bothering their parents. And a lot of kids were leaving to go into the corner just to walk around because they didn't want to sit down for 45 minutes to watch a wrestling match. I don't blame them.
Well, it's not only that, but you look at it, the majority of these kids that are there, their bedtimes are starting to happen. And it's kind of like, now they're kind of like off schedule, and that's why they're all confused.
And by the way, I also like to make a note to people. This is the first show I've ever gone to as a parent. As a parent. Like, I've been to many wrestling shows. We go to all the time. We're going to one in June.
Yep.
But I've never gone as a parent. And as a parent, it's a whole different experience. It really is. There's the inherit of a 10-year-old who has ADHD. It's a whole different experience,
Well, I remember when I took Mandy to her first match, and the concessions, everything. We made sure we had enough before the match started.
Yeah.
And then the intermission, and looking at the wonderful trinkets and bric-a-brac and everything else.
Oh, I'll get to merchandise in a minute. I have merchandise on here at number 4. I'll get to that in a minute.
You're right.
I want to see the merchandise
once you
too.
get to a certain time period, you got a child that's kind of going
antsy. They're getting antsy, and they want to go.
Can we go home now?
And the thing was, he wanted to see Bayley and Sasha.
Correct.
Bayley and Sasha did not come out until 9:30. He wasn't even in the seat anymore. Him and Mandy left because they couldn't sit anymore. I hung out with Jonathan Bayley, and he left.
And there you go. And you just proved your point.
He left after the Ronda Rousey match.
You just proved your point. Once it gets to that time thing,
9:30.
Kids are going, okay, now I'm confused. Am I supposed to stay awake or am I supposed to go to sleep?
But anyway, so next thing I have on, this is actually a CJ suggestion. It's a CJ suggestion.
Okay.
He wanted to know why they weren't throwing the matches on the Jumbotron.
Oh, you know what? That's a very good question.
Why were they not showing that? This is not a TV show. This is a TV taping.
All right.
And I wrote it here. I decided to clarify it. This is not a TV taping. We always know during Raw and SmackDown, people are trying to get themselves on TV, and then they see themselves, they get distracted.
Right.
I get that during a TV show. There's a Jumbotron right there.
Right.
Put the damn matches on the Jumbotron. please? It made no sense why they didn't. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Here's the thing. When they had their matches at the Bradley Center, regardless if it was a house show or not a live show, they would put the stuff on the Jumbotron.
This is a WWE rule. It's not a price report. This is a WWE thing. Because apparently they did the same thing for the dark match at SmackDown when they came here.
Okay.
So, I don't understand this rule. I don't get it.
Because if you put it on the Jumbotron, you're going to have more people see it.
And pay attention. And pay attention.
Right.
That's the thing.
You've got people in seats watching a match from, several rows and maybe the nosebleed seats. So you put it on the Jumbotron so people can see it.
Oh, it wasn't that full in the building. We maybe had about 6,000-7,000 people in there, but still.
Okay.
Sal, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to a show and you go to the merch stand, what did you expect the people on the card you're at, to have merch at the stand?
One would assume, yes.
Okay. We get to the merch stand, and tell me if this makes any sense to you. Seth Rollins, not advertised on this show. He was, but they pulled him. I have a feeling because they wanted to make sure he didn't get hurt before the Mania match. And that's fine and dandy. Ronda Rousey is advertised for this show. They could have pulled her. Nobody would have cared, but not the point. Dean Ambrose advertised for the show. His shirts and stuff were actually on clearance, which I thought was amusing. Not going to lie. And Roman Reigns, not on this show. Why then? If 2 out of 3 Shield members are on this show, are there not 1, but 2 Shield shirts available at the merchandise stand? 2 Roman Reigns shirts at the merchandise stand. One of them I understand. It's his brand new one with the cancer thing. I get it. Understand that one 100%. But why are there 2 Roman Reigns shirts? Why is there one Seth Rollins shirt? No, but zero for, I don't know. But listen to me. That's what I'm saying, though. Bayley and Sasha. There's a lot of little girls. Very disappointed they could not buy a Boston Hunt Connection shirt because there weren't any merchandise stand. There was none. There was no merchandise for Bayley and Sasha at all. Zero.
And they're champions.
They're the champions. They're on this show too. They're on this show. There was Alexa Bliss gloves. She hasn't been on a house show in 4 months.
What about Samoa Joe merchandise?
This is not a SmackDown taping. This is a Raw show.
Well,
this is a Raw house show.
Yeah, but
the only person I understood having a shirt up for that's not on the roster would be Cena.
Okay.
Because he's John Cena. I get that. 100%. I understand that. It's John Cena. I don't get it. I don't understand it. The only female merchant that Mandy was really aggravated because she was wanting to get something for Bayley. She wanted to get something like a Bayley headband or something for her to wear. That's why she ended up with the Ambrose hat because it was on sale. But nothing. And there was a lot of girls wearing Bayley girls that really wanted Bayley stuff. They couldn't buy anything at the stand. You're losing money. You're losing money by not having more stuff for kids, especially at these kind of events. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're trying something new out.
I don't get it.
And they're basically looking for feedback to see how things went. I mean,
yeah, Sal, you're right. I remember, I look at my notes here. They were in the semi-main event of the show. Semi-main event! And they were not even, there's no merchandise for them. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Don't understand it at all. But finally.
World according to Vince.
Finally, my little note here, and this is actually more me wanted to tell a quick story of what was going on here. So, after we had the debacle with the Revival Rude cable match, the next match was Dana Brooke and Ronda Rousey. By the way, that was a disaster. By the way, I'd like to make a note.
Go ahead.
I don't know what I did wrong in my life. I'm not sure what I did wrong. But I apologize for it because I never, ever, ever want to go to a wrestling show and ever see a match between the Ascension and Hawkins and Ryder ever again in my life. I just thought I'd make a note of that. I don't know what I did wrong in my life to deserve that, but I got that. And that was terrible. By the way, one more note. Lucha House Party, they're a fantastic house show attraction. Oh my God! Boy, are they entertaining as hell! They are so entertaining, and the crowd.
And that's all they're good for.
And they're entertaining, and they're fun, and they're really good wrestlers. And if they actually took them a little more seriously on TV, like the New Day, they'd actually be really, really popular. If they actually took them a tiny bit more seriously on TV, because they were so good in the house show, it was amazing. So
somewhat similar to No Sway Jose?
No, because No Way Jose nobody gives a shit about. Lucha House Party people seem to care about.
Okay, got it. Just want to make sure.
By the way, Elias still got one of the biggest pops of the night, and he actually sang a legit song. I don't have written down what he sang, but it was actually really cool.
He actually sings?
He sang really well. So it actually was really well. It was actually really cool. And then the line of the night.
Didn't he sing something from the Star Is Born soundtrack?
I think it was Shallow.
Yeah.
He did Shallow?
He was Shallow. And it was really good.
Who was this Lady Gaga?
I recognized it from the clip.
He did it by himself. It was
Something.
actually really nice.
Wow.
It was really nice. But he did that.